Try something new if you want to switch it up. That's where growth comes, man. That's where your body's forced to adapt, forced to suffer the discipline today, so you never suffer the form of regret tomorrow. That's what the that's about.
We have the ability to go in such a space if you're willing to suffer, and I mean suffer. Your brain and your body, once connected together, can do anything.
You know, I think about greatness. I think about not whether you have what it takes like that. I think everybody has what it takes, but it's, will you do what it takes? And that's the difference. A lot of people listening, you have what it takes, but will you do what it takes to be great? Greatness is doing whatever it takes to get there.
I had to figure out I wasn't going to be a punk kid all my life. So the only way I could turn it around was to suffer. I had to build calluses in my brain the same way I built calluses on my hands. So I broke the Guinness Book of World Records for pull-ups a long time ago, but I failed at it twice. And I did 67,000 pull-ups in trying to break this record. So to do 4,030 pull-ups, I had to do 67,000 for training for that.
Wow.
And so what I realized is for me to become the man I wanted to become, I saw myself as the weakest person God ever created. So I wanted to change that to be the hardest man ever created. Am I that? I don't know, but you had to have a goal. My goal was the only person that's gonna turn this person around is me. The only way I can turn it around is put myself through the worst things possible a human being can ever endure. And that'd be the only way that I can build this brain to handle anything that comes in front of it. Callousing.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and start. I'm gonna start with gold. It looked like my markings disappeared on my chart, so I'm gonna go back and start with the monthly. I don't know what just happened. So we got the monthly high. Oh, there you go. Like, okay. This is about to go all the way back to it. So we're gonna start with the weekly. The weekly high is 42.11.97. And the weekly low is 41.55.46. So weekly high 42.11.97. Weekly low 41.55.46. Given a midweek resistance of 41.83.72. Gold still opened up on a weekly it's still showing that it's trending up. We got it above the mid-month resistance. When you drop down, it's above the midweek resistance on the daily. So I'm gonna draw the trend line from the daily buy order block here. From the daily order block to the weekly high. Drop down to the 4-hour. So for gold, I'm still looking for gold to continue to buy. It has not broken the trend. We got it coming out of a daily and 4-hour order block here, 4-hour bullish order block, and it's rejecting out of that order block right now. But I really would like to take an entry, like a lower entry, like more into the order block, like down here, off the midweek resistance. So on our end during London session, so I'm looking for price to retest here because we haven't had a retest yet. You see, for the weekly low, and the weekly low is also with inside of a daily 4-hour order block. So you will set your stop underneath that rejection. I'll hold it. TP1 would be the weekly high. But for the weekly outlook, I'm looking for it to retrace into this high during the week. I'm looking for gold to continue buying. We have it in daily, coming out of a daily order block above the midweek resistance. And this here is a weekly order block down here, even though you don't see it on this here. Because this is the last candle before the resistance. So gold is showing a lot of buy confluences. Daily order block here. The reason you're seeing it rejection and showing consolidation on a daily is because it's right here within this bullish order block, within this bearish order block here. But we looking for it to retrace that, to come back into there. Got to move on to the 30. Also look like we saw a high open. Got an entry pattern here on the weekly. Told you the 30 was going to be continuing up. And we've seen a lot of buy momentum last week, and I'm looking for that buy momentum to continue on this 30. Got the weekly high on the 30 of 47,972.5. Got the weekly low at 47,356. At the Fed. So that's the weekly high, 47,972. Got 5. And the weekly low at 47,356. Given a midweek resistance of 47,664.3. Based off the daily trend, we got 2 buy order blocks here on US 30. We got this one down here, and we got another one right here, rejecting off the mid-month level of support. So we got 2 buy order blocks. 1, 2. And we got it in a daily buy trend. I'm looking for the 32 buy. In New York session. You come within here, because this is a 4-hour order block. So this should be the area where you want to take your buy from. Yeah, that's 30. So within this area is where you want to take your buy. That would be below this order block. This should be your take profit here. US 30. I am targeting this bearish order block here this week. But for tomorrow, this is the take profit. So this would be like your TP1. If you was looking to hold longer, this would be the target that I'm targeting inside of this order block. Gotta move over to now. Now it looks like it made a new monthly high, so I just want to adjust that. With a new monthly high for now is 25,834.01. So that would be the high of 25,834.01. The low of 24,807.98. Giving a new mid-month level of support of 25,231. We got the weekly high, the Nas of 25,755.24. Weekly low of 25,216.24. The high 25,755.24. The low 25,216.24. Giving a midweek resistance 25,485.74. And now it's just gonna break that high. And it's just definitely gonna break that high. We got Nas on a consistent uptrend out out of a daily order block here. So it's been consistently following this daily trend. And it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 days. Got an 11-day trend on we got a 4-hour order block here. This should be the area I'm looking for Nas to pull back to during New York or weekend too. What about you this here will be a TP1. And coming into this order block will be a TP2. For now. Bitcoin at a new monthly low. Yeah. New monthly low for Bitcoin is 83,800. $105,052.80. The low 83,800. Giving a mid-month level of resistance of 94,426.40. For the weekly high, is for the weekly high for Bitcoin is 91,730.38. For the weekly low, 89,865. That's the weekly low. Is what Bitcoin gonna be pulling up. The high 91,730.38. The low 89,865. Giving a midweek support of 90,797.69. And we got Bitcoin rejecting out of a daily order block. It's above the midweek and it's moving up towards the mid-month. It rejected out of a daily, weekly order block. That's a weekly order block. That's your daily order block. It came and retested this price area and rejected. So we're anticipating buys for Bitcoin. We had some consolidation under the weekly low here, giving us this 4-hour order block. All right, the consolidation. So this is the candle where we tested into this order block So it might come back down and retest this area. But this was the break of the break out of consolidation here. It could be a TP1. But for Bitcoin, I'm looking to go in here. For Bitcoin, I'm looking to go into the other 4-hour order block. So take profit. You got the change in direction that's happening on Bitcoin. It's rejecting out of a weekly order block here. Daily order block. It came and retested on a daily here. Once it breaks this level of support, we're going to see a strong bar on Bitcoin. Now, real quick, we're going to go ahead and do a quick recap on which pairs we're getting into. So for gold, I'm looking to be buying on gold. Looking for a buy on US 30. A buy on Nas. And a buy on Bitcoin. Before we end, I wanted to go over, let me see if I can share whiteboard. And y'all see, can y'all see my screen? Huh?
A whiteboard.
Yeah. Okay, real quick, I wanted to go over, what happened to my whiteboard? Let me have to pull it up. Y'all can see my screen?
Yeah.
So real quick, I wanted to go over the thing with the prop firms on like a setup for getting through with the prop firms, getting through with the payouts for the prop firms. So when you're doing the prop firms, they got this thing where you have to do 20%, no higher than 20% of your overall your best day no more than 20% of your best day to qualify for a payout. And a lot of people get tripped up by that and end up giving their money back or not getting a payout because they don't understand the 20% of your overall best day. So they do that to do consistency. So how you would do that with getting a payout. So one of the prop firms that I just recently started using, FTM, funded traded market. So with that, what you can do is like if you're looking to get a payout and you on instant funded or after you pass your challenge and you do a 1-step or a 2-step, and it's telling you that 20% rule, what you want to do is set your profit target. So if you have let's do an example of a 50K account. Okay. We have a 50K account. That'd be easier for us. So you got the 50K account, right? And the drawdown is usually 6% or overall drawdown per day is like 3%. So 3% would be look at my phone real quick so I can do the math. That's $1,500. So you're trading that $1,500. Okay, every day you're trading that $1,500. Now, you would set a goal each day, okay, when you're trading, where you're not risking no more than 1% of that 1,500. So this comes in with having proper risk management, okay, and not risking no more than that 1% of that 1,500. Okay, so if your overall daily drawdown is 1,500 times 0.01, you're not risking no more than 1% of that. So you would set your lot size to something like 0.10, right? You're gonna set your profit target so where you're risking. So your profit, say if your profit target is I want to make $1,000 per day, right? You will open up 4 positions, okay? Each one of those 4 positions will be a 0.10 lot size, right? Your risk for each position would be $100 per trade, right? So overall, you're only risking $400 because it's 100 times 4 would equal to $400. That's the total amount you're risking for the 4 positions that you have open, right? And your profit target, if your goal is $1,000 for the day, you're gonna set your profit target per trade to be $250. So 250 times 4 would equal your $1,000 total for the day. Okay, and that will put you within the 20% rule for the week. It will give you $4,000 for the week, Okay, and when you do, it wouldn't be 20% more than your best day, because if you do the $4,000, $1,000 a day for 5 days, matter of fact, 5 days, that would equal 1,000 times 5 would equal $5,000 trading week, right? And they say 20% of that $5,000. So you can't make no more than $5,000 times the 0.20, which would equal 1,000 times 0.20 would be $1,000. So you would be within the parameters up for getting the payout. The goal is to have enough discipline to stay within those parameters. Okay? Where you're not making no more than the 20% for that day. When you hit your target, you come out of the market. Okay? If you already know the overall direction of what you're looking for, and you already know the overall direction of which way the market is going, these are like scalp positions. You're in and out of the market because it don't take long. Like if you're trading something like US30, or if you're trading something like gold, it don't take long to get to $250 on a 0.10 lot size. You're literally in and out of the market within like a couple hours, maybe. So with this formula, you're practicing proper risk management. You're not blowing your account because you're staying within the daily drawdown limit. And you always will qualify for your withdrawal because you will stay within that 20%. You will never be making more because you're setting your goal of $1,000 a week. Now, if you make a little bit less than $1,000 for the day, don't go and try to make the $20 that you miss or the $100 that you miss. Is no more than that $1,000 that you want to make for the day. Okay, you stay within that parameters and you will always qualify for your withdrawal. Now, in your lot, you can take that out and you can reinvest that and put that in a live account, and then you can set your goal for a little bit higher. But the goal is to practice discipline, so where you're not in the markets all day. You set your goal, you get in the market, you get your profit, and you come out of the markets. You don't want to be in the markets all day. You don't have to be in the markets all day. The more you in there, the more chance you have of losing and blowing your account. Okay? If you already know what you're looking for, if you already know the setup that you're looking to get out, then you don't have to go and stare at the charts. So we're gonna go ahead and start. So like for these positions that I called out for this week, like you don't have to be in there for a long period of time. Like you wouldn't have to hold this whole trade to get that to reach that target. It would literally be like a 1 to 2 that you're in there for. You're risking 1 to make 2. So you're not in the trade for that long and you're hitting your profit targets and you're out of the market. Yeah, we'll hit your take profit. Yeah, we'll go to your TP of like the higher TP. But you're not trying to get the most out of the market. The goal is for you to get consistent payouts and have a discipline and develop a discipline that you can stick to. Okay, so whatever it is that you set your profit targets as, that's what you're going to stick to. You're not trying to go and get the most out of the market and get your millions of dollars in a prop firm. You're not trying to do that. You're trying to use the prop firm for what the prop firm is to be used for, and that's to have leverage in the market to be able to get those setups and get you a payout, get you consistent payouts. So if you stay within the parameters and you stay within those rules, if those are their rules, and that's the rule of you can't make more than 20% of your overall day, stop trying to make high profits on this day, low profits on that day, and then you go to get your payout and they're denying your payout, and then you're saying the prop firm is a scam. No. Or you blow your account out of frustration or trying to fall within the parameters. The risk management and the discipline and the daily goal will get you to your payout, to your consistent payouts with the prop. Okay, use them for what they need to be used for and get in and out of the market. Any questions? Okay, so since we have no questions, I'm gonna go ahead and end this out. I'm gonna have this call put up sometime within the next couple of hours before London. All right, y'all. Y'all know what it is. Let's get out of here and get this bread.